Y'all ain't ready. It's Jarrell, and we got the dance practice to 르세라핌's Asia Artist Awards performance. I don't know if you guys know, but I love 르세라핌. I listen to their music all the time. I cover their dances all the time, and they're right there. Y'all know I'm gonna go and react to this and break this one down. Also, I started streaming again, so you guys can find me on twitch.tv/ladiesman5678. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited. Let's go, 르세라핌. Yes. You lay on that floor, Sakura.
하나의 불이 태어났다.
The flame engulfed the
Okay.
silence, splitting apart the dark.
Serving.
火は届かない太陽の幻を追いかけて大きくなった。
Yes, face card.
갈라진 틈으로
Let's go, Unche.
눈을 태우는 찰나의 섬광.
Ooh.
美しい揺らめきに誘われ
Kazuha.
より大きく燃え上がることだけが存在
And there's the leg lift.
信じていた。In the end, it devoured itself.
Yo, Yunjin.
Scattered to ashes.
Oh, she's serving. She knows.
For existence. A vanishing
That
point.
attitude, bro.
Blue light. Infinite time.
하나의 불은
There she is. Chaewon.
모든 것이 물러난 고요. 순간과 영원한
And I love how they all got solos too for this beginning part. Yes. Okay, fade out. Yeah, I'm really loving this presentation with what they do with the dancers to introduce 르세라핌 on stage. At least at the actual performance. Dude, I'm liking this version of this song. Let's go, y'all. Oh. I like how this choreo looks with a lot of people. That's still my favorite part, or at least one of my favorite parts of this song. That was clean. Okay, condensed formation. Also one of my favorite parts. Ooh, the formation, the triangle formation? Okay, Chaewon. The formation is so big that it can't fit everyone in frame. Oh, that part is always so clean. Ooh, nice ripple effect. And I'm loving the pictures that they have specifically for this performance. Oh, they know they popped off. They know they popped off with that pose. Look at that. Let's go, 르세라핌. Let's go. Dude, I absolutely love them. Anyway, let's go and break it down. I think I'll be mainly talking about the newer stuff that we see. So what I love about this section, this beginning section of the dance practice, is that we actually get solo moments for each member. What I think is really cool about this is that each member is going to have their chance to shine in their own way. However the performance director wants to do this and how they want to convey *SSERAFIM in whatever concept and theme specifically for this performance. And I love that we start off with Sakura here, and we're actually getting more of a floor work kind of section where the camera is obviously facing downwards, or kind of a bird's eye point view where it's a top-down view, so that way she's actually doing the choreo on the floor, but it almost looks like in this angle she's actually standing up.
The flame engulfed the silence.
Love the pictures
Slowing
here.
apart the dark.
Super clean lines and angles.
届かない太陽の幻を追いかけて大きくなった
And I love like that entire time she's serving face. No, like she doesn't really need to do crazy animated facials here, because I don't think it really calls for that. What I love is that you can tell that she has this certain attitude and charisma just by doing that with her facial expression or facials. Love it. Sakura, love you. And then we're gonna go ahead and get Unche's section here. This is gonna be more, this is gonna be bigger just because we already have more dancers and just more bodies in this formation. What I like about this is that it is a little different from what we actually see from Sakura. It does have the same vibe, but it's already different mainly because there's already different dancers here, or there's already 5 people in total in this formation, right? And I love how she gets lost. She gets lost here. What I mean by lost is like she's really in it, like in the character, in the persona. As you can see, she's actually gonna close her eyes in this moment where it really portrays that she's actually really in that, right? What's cool about this is that there's a lot of patience within the movement that she does. She's not really rushing the movement. What I mean by that is that if you pay attention and how she does the fast movement, she actually completes her pathways here. She's not cutting them off. Even though it is still a little fast with the hand movements and the arm movements, it's still important to complete the pathways, so that way the pictures that we're supposed to see is very clear and concise. Again, similar vibes, but we have a different type of way to present Kazuha here. By the way, she's my bias. She's my bias. Clean lines, clean pictures, and of course, she's gonna do her famous leg lifts. And I love that she pretty much always does this in almost every performance that's kind of an awards performance. Love it. I hope that she never stops doing that. And the reason why I think this presentation is cool too is that we'll have levels here with the dancers where they go down to the floor, and they also have these cloth thingies. I don't really know what they're called. I guess you can call them skirts. And I think what I really like about it is how they present their pictures here and their poses at the end, or right when she starts doing the leg lift. So right here, where it looks like they're praising her, and she's just this like, I don't know how else to explain it, but like this higher being. Bro, I don't know how else to explain this. It's like they're presenting her in more of a she's this goddess. Like, that's the best way I could explain it. And then again, a nice picture here at the end, right before we actually end it. Before we get to Yunjin's section. This is cool. This is cool. Levels gear. And then right when we get to Yunjin's section, I think what I like that they do here is how they're going to be using the stage for the performance. I've already watched the performance. They actually use Yunjin's section to go and walk down the stage. And what I like about this is you can tell that, again, each section is going to be similar in terms of vibes, but they're going to have their own identities into it, because this is a solo moment for each member. So with Yoonjin specifically, I love how you can tell that she has this like, oh, it's about to be, I'm gonna serve walking down. I'm gonna have this type of walk. I'm gonna have this type of attitude serving within this entire section. At the same time, this is going to be similar to Sakura's vibe where I was mentioning about the facials, right? Where she's not going to be doing too much with the facials. It's about the charisma and stage presence. And we can obviously tell that she's doing, it's more so on the character and then the pictures within this choreo to really make that come to life.
In the end, it devoured itself and scattered to ashes.
Right.
A paradoxical existence.
And she's making it look easy along with all the arm combos and with the dancers as well.
A vanishing
Very clean lines, very clean lines and angles when they need to be. Love it, love it.
of blue light.
Woo.
Infinite time.
I wonder how many takes. Imagine if you messed up that take and you have to do it again. And then you gotta clean up the confetti again. Yeah, so we get this nice picture too, right here. That's fucking sick. And then again, if you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure the title of the song that we're listening to right now is called Born Fire. So a lot of the stuff that we do see is supposed to resemble that. So specifically this, it looks like it's supposed to be some sort of fire, right? This fan thing, this fan cloth thing. So the next section, obviously we got Chaewon, we get it revealed. She has more of a flowy, extensive, or like flowy and more fluid movements here from what I see so far.
하나의 불은 제가 되었다. 모든 것이 물러난 고요.
Right, so she's coming out of this fire.
순간과 영원히 맞물려.
Again, we still have those pictures and clean lines and angles. What's cool is that they're really using this cloth to emulate some sort of, yeah, I guess just fire in general.
불변의 시공.
And that she's controlling this fire. Like, this is actually a perfect frame for it. Great pictures here. Shout out to the performance directors and choreographers for this performance, because you can see that within this picture is to really emulate that she is controlling this fire. I love that. I love that. I have seen the performance. I'm going to mention again, I have seen the performance. I'm actually surprised they didn't include Ash in here. Maybe they didn't film it. Most of the Ash section in the performance was singing, but there was choreo in there. But I'm not sure why they didn't include, or they included, or they did not include that in here. But I don't know. It's on them. It's however they want to do with their channel. It's just, I was just surprised that they didn't, because that's a great song. So with Hot, again, I've already done a dance practice breakdown for this, so I'm not gonna go too crazy about the details. What I like is how it looks with a lot of people with it, and great spacing with the formations here. It's already a tight room and a narrow-ish room. So what I like is that we can clearly tell that 르세라핌 is actually separated from each formation, even though they're a little condensed on the sides here. It's tough with a smaller room and not having a lot of space, but you can tell here. I love that. I think that's one of the things that I like to talk about when it comes to spacing, is that when you have a specific formation that you want to show, you want to make sure that the spacing on the formations is correct. Because, or when I say correct, it's to the point where if you want to show shapes in the formations, you need to make sure that the spacing is at least somewhat good, so that way the audience can tell what these formations are. If they were all too condensed and they were trying to highlight 르세라핌, then it would be harder to tell, like, 르세라핌 was supposed to be highlighted in this moment, because everyone would be too condensed. This is good spacing right here. And I like how they the dancers are going to emulate the guitar sound by, you know, having this guitar move thing. I like how they the dancers on this left side, or in this case it's gonna be their right side, but for us it's gonna be the left just because we're watching it this way. So So on Kazuha's, I'll just say Kazuha's side and Sakura's side. What I like is that they're going to do their half of the choreo as Sakura and Kazuha will do their side. So that way it highlights them in this way. This is a good way for formations just to have symmetry in general. So you'll have one half do one side of the choreo, and then you'll have the other half do the other side of the choreo. And most of the time, center will always do the main choreography, which is both. So that way it highlights this the person in center, which in this case is Chaewon. The effect reads much more because we're getting the highlight for center here. Yeah, because you can tell that they're splitting off because this part is supposed to be just Chaewon, right? So in this case right here, when they're doing it, they're going to expand a little bit to have Chaewon have all this space here. This is a cool, really cool minimal effect that I'm gonna point out here. So when Yunjin actually does this like snap thing with her, I believe that would be her right hand, and she drags herself to the other side, the entire formation is actually also going to do that same motion. So that way when she does this motion or this like pull motion, it's gonna look like the entire formation was actually pulled by Yunjin here. So I'm gonna replay it a couple times. I feel like that's gonna be the best way to point it out. Pull. Oh, one more time, or two more times. Pull. Bro, I swear to God, that's like the best way to do it. Pull. And what I really appreciate about this moment is how Yunjin actually gets to her spot in a very seamless way. It is so casual and just not distracting at all that it's just nice to watch. Because we're already focused on her, but then the next part is going to be not focused on her. So it's nice that she gets to her spot without making it look like she's trying to go there. Because you see how she seamlessly just gets into her formation? That's fire! And I like this formation change right here. Nothing too crazy, but they're using the footwork and the shoulders. Or at least the choreography to switch to get in Che center. And I like how all the other dancers are actually going to do their head roll, I guess the second move. So 르세라핌 will do it first, and then they're going to follow along as if it's a ripple effect. I think it actually makes that head roll look a lot bigger for everyone else, including 르세라핌, because they're emphasizing that the dancers are going to do it next. I think I like this effect too. I can't really tell with this effect because again, we can't really see everybody, but I do like the fact that they have the dancers are going to have their arms fully extended out, and what they're going to do is pull, kind of like you're having this arrow, this bow and arrow kind of thing. And 르세라핌's obviously doing this move motion where they're fanning themselves off, but they're following this same motion that 르세라핌's doing, except what they're going to do is act like they're pulling something. So that way it looks like they're pulling 르세라핌 into that motion that they do next when they fan themselves. Boom. And I like the split off again, nice symmetry here. Where one side is going to do the opposite side of the choreo, so that way there's like symmetry, or like they're facing inwards is what I'm saying. Their bodies are actually facing towards 르세라핌 here is what I meant. This is cool, like triangle formation. That's fire. Like that's sick. Yeah, the accent choreo is really nice because it's not trying to do too much. It's not distracting. It's just, if anything, it's helping 르세라핌 be highlighted even more. This groove is one of my favorite parts. If the floor was like hella sticky because of like the sweat and shit, or just like body heat in general, dude, it would make the moonwalk actually look harder to like clean or make it look smooth and clean. But if for some reason the confetti just helped. Yeah, so one of the most important parts about the moonwalk here, or like this move specifically, is to make sure that you're actually gliding across the floor. And I think they did a great job in this specific sequence. It's just harder if this floor is sticky. That's really about it. Now because we have this like rendition of Hot, I like how this section is a little bit more chaotic. So if you pay attention to the dancers, they're not all doing the same thing, but they're doing what this moment is supposed to be, is more chaotic, which is why they're all doing something different. Right? And then they hit the pose. And that, I think that moment was cool where they all do the head nod. Let me go back a little bit further. Yeah, that's fire. And this move specifically with Yunjin being in center, where they accent the syllable of the lyrics in the song. I'm just gonna play it. Yeah, da 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 da. And the accent is going up with the footwork. So they're not going down down, they're going up up. This was a really good formation change, but while this was all happening, right before the footwork, they actually get into these lines, this column, and then that way there's some sort of hallway for 르세라핌, just specifically for them. This is a really satisfying formation. I know that they can't fully commit to this formation just because of the room size, but it is supposed to be this large triangle or this large V. I think this is cool. This is always like, I almost never really see this that often. You need a lot of dancers for it, to be honest. But I like this because they're really highlighting the footwork here with this triangle or V formation, however you want to call it. And I like how they actually approach Chaewon here right before her part. Okay. You got a little bit more like athletic movement here where they go over the dancers' backs. And what's important here is that when they do that roll over the other dancers, is that all of their legs actually have to be fully extended out when they roll, so it looks like they actually roll over. Yeah, dude, I want to see them live one day, guys. Not too much about the main choreo here. We've already talked about that in previous videos. Talked about the moonwalk part. Woo! And we got this dance break at the end. Again, I wish we had more of a wide angle, but that's just tough with bigger formations in a smaller room, so that's not their fault. What I do like here is that 르세라핌 is actually going to have their hands raised up, while the dancers in the back are going to have straight lines to in the horizontal plane instead. And then they're going to do a ripple effect that starts on Yunjin's side all the way down. Woo! Nice. And I like how they actually hit all those drum noises with that combo in the last couple seconds. Boom, boom, boom. That's fire. Yeah. SSERAFIM, let's go. I love y'all. I love y'all. Yo, if you guys, yeah, you guys could tell. You guys could tell because I yapped. I talked it up, dude. This video is about to be, I don't even know. It might be 30 minutes. Who knows? But if you actually do really like 르세라핌, if you get to this far into the video, there is a 르세라핌 playlist on my YouTube channel where it's a bunch of reactions to their music videos, obviously dance practice breakdance to their dance practices. And also, if you are really that interested, I actually started Lennyverse up on my Patreon. You guys are more than welcome to join it. You don't have to, but I'm just letting you guys know. I started from episode 1. We will catch up all the way to the current episode, but I'm telling you guys now, it's on there. So a couple episodes are on there already. But anyway, I'll see you guys next video.